Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Driving the Wheels Off. Today, we're going to be installing this Herculiner in the back of my 2013 F-250. So let's get started. Additional items recommended for application. And if you're looking for any of the things we're going to be using today, I'll have them in the description below. Solvent, such as acetone for surface preparation. A sander or sandpaper, recommended no finer than 100 grit. Painter's tape. Cleanup rags. Disposable gloves. Paint stir stick or paint mixer drill attachment. And a paint tray. Note, 1 gallon of Herculiner covers one 6-foot standard truck bed. Extended 8-foot beds need an additional quart. Herculiner can be applied between 32 degrees and 95 degrees Fahrenheit, or 0 degrees Celsius and 35 degrees Celsius. 2 coats are required for adequate coverage and performance. Step 1 is preparation. This step is critical to achieving maximum adhesion and durability. Clean any debris out of the bed and wipe down with a household detergent or solvent to remove any oils or grease from the surface. Remove any caps, covers, or trim from the bed you don't want coated. Use tape to mask off the edges and plug any drain or bolt holes. For Herculiner to properly adhere, the bed needs to be thoroughly sanded or scuffed to remove any gloss or visible rust. We recommend a mouse or orbital sander with higher than 100 grit sandpaper. The goal of this step is not to remove a bunch of paint, but in cases like mine where I did have some broken, bubbled, or rusted areas, I did go ahead and get out the flap wheel and clean those up thoroughly. After sanding, use a blower or broom to remove particles. Wipe the bed again with solvent and allow to completely dry. Step 2, application. We recommend wearing disposable gloves. Open the can of Herculiner and use a stir stick or use a drill with a paint mixing attachment to thoroughly mix the material until the texture and consistency is uniform. Pour mixed material into a paint tray and begin use. Use the included brush to dab Herculiner into seams and corners where the roller won't reach. First coat. Use one of the included rollers and frame. Apply the first coat of Herculiner to the back panel near the cab and the side panels of the bed. Then, starting from the back of the bed and working towards the tailgate, apply the Herculiner onto the truck bed floor using even strokes. Occasionally mix the material in the can or tray during application to prevent settling. Once completed, let dry for 1 to 4 hours or until no longer tacky. Discard the used roller. Second coat. After the first coat is completely dry, apply the second coat using the second supplied roller. Second coat must be applied within 24 hours after the first coat. Otherwise, you will need to clean and scuff the first coat prior to application. Touch up any uneven areas with remaining Herculiner. Remove the tape as soon as you're done with the second coat to avoid tearing or sticking. A couple things I want to mention is number 1, in the instructions it says specifically 8-foot beds would require an extra quart, and I did do 2 coats and I did it all with 1 gallon. The second thing is the rollers that they send in the package are junk, so make sure that you have a couple of rollers of your own on standby when those fall apart. Step 3, drying. Herculiner is normally ready for light use in 12 hours and heavy use in 24 to 48 hours. It will cure slower in cold, dry weather and faster in warm, humid weather. So what do you think? Are you going to try to use Herculiner in your truck? If you enjoyed this episode, please hit that like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye.